Airplane, no rest for the hero. Alex Eala battles Moyuka Uchijima in WTA 1000 Wuhan Qualifiers. Collision. The engines hummed like a tired lullaby over the night sky. Alex Eala leaned her forehead against the window of the charter flight from Suzhou to Wuhan, watching the streaks of orange and blue chase each other across the horizon. Sleep tugged at her, heavy and unrelenting, but she refused to close her eyes. This wasn't just another flight. It was a transition between heartbreak and hope. Only 20 hours earlier, she had walked off the Suzhou court after a roller coaster loss. Her racket still buzzing from the frustration of what could have been. The exhaustion of a 3-hour battle was still in her legs. Yet here she was, already heading to Wuhan, refusing to let fatigue dictate her fate. No rest for the hero, not this time. As the seatbelt light blinked, her phone vibrated. A message from her coach, Daniel, popped up. Get some rest, Alex. Tomorrow's not just a qualifier. It's your next mountain. She smiled faintly, locked her phone, and whispered into the cabin's low hum, "Then let's climb." The storm named Uchijima. The Wuhan Tennis Center gleamed under morning sun, a modern arena that shimmered like a crown in the heart of China's sports capital. The WTA 1000 event here was no small stage. It was where legends rose and newcomers were baptized by fire. Alex, still shaking off travel fatigue, arrived early to warm up. Her hits echoed in the empty stands, sharp and rhythmic. Across the net, her opponent for the day, Moyuka Uchijima, Japan, was a mirror image of determination. Uchijima wasn't just another qualifier. She was fast, calculated, and eerily calm, the kind of player who didn't flinch under pressure. Ranked slightly higher than Alex, Moyuka had built a reputation as a tactical assassin. Precise serves, smooth transitions, and a hunger to prove Japan's rise in women's tennis was no fluke. When the two exchanged glances during warm-up, there was no animosity, only mutual recognition. This was a battle between two rising stars from Asia, both carrying the hopes of their nations on their shoulders. And in that shared silence, they understood one thing. Today, only one will walk away with her dream still intact. Opening notes of war. The crowd began to fill the stands. Wuhan's morning air crackled with anticipation. The smell of roasted peanuts, the rhythmic drum beats from local fans, and a familiar hum of tennis life unfolding in real time. Alex, dressed in her signature navy blue kit, adjusted her visor. Her eyes were sharp, steady. On the other side, Uchijima stretched with calm precision. Play. The chair umpire's voice sliced through the air, and just like that, the battle began. The first serve from Uchijima whistled past at 107 miles per hour, an ace. The Japanese fans erupted, but Alex didn't blink. She bounced the ball twice and countered with a deep return in the next rally, drawing out a 21-shot exchange that ended with her forehand painting the line. The stadium gasped. Alex lifted her racket slightly, not in celebration, but acknowledgement. It was going to be one of those matches. Long, brutal, beautiful. Ghosts of Suzhou. Halfway through the first set, fatigue crept in. Her calves screamed. Her chest burned. The match in Suzhou had left invisible scars, the kind that didn't heal overnight. For a moment, Alex flashed back to that night. The missed match point, the disbelief in her eyes as the final ball sailed long. The weight of defeat had lingered like fog, but something had changed since then. I'm not playing for perfection, she had told herself on the plane. I'm playing for purpose. At 3-3, she unleashed a stunning down-the-line backhand that clipped the sideline, earning a roar from the Filipino fans in the corner. A small group waved the Philippine flag, shouting in unison, "Laban, Alex. Kaya Moyen. Fight, Alex. You can do it." Their voices cut through the fatigue like oxygen. Alex clenched her fist and whispered, "For you? For us." She took the first set, 6-4. The tide turns. Uchijima wasn't going down quietly. In the second set, the Japanese star unleashed a level of precision that stunned even seasoned commentators. Drop shots disguised as drives, lobs that landed just out of reach, and angles that pulled Alex wide off the court. Suddenly, the rhythm was gone. Errors crept in. Her footwork slowed. The set slipped away, 2-6. Daniel, sitting courtside, didn't yell or panic. Instead, He simply held up a single note, something he and Alex had practiced for months. Breathe. Alex closed her eyes during the changeover and inhaled deeply. Her heartbeat steadied. The noise faded. All that remained was a court, a rectangle of truth where fatigue, doubt, and fear had no power. The warrior's heart. The third set began under a sweltering Wuhan sun. Both players glistened with sweat, their every movement laced with tension. The rally stretched longer, each point a miniature war. At 4-4, 30-30, Uchijima hit a blistering cross-court winner, the kind of shot that could break spirits. But Alex smiled, because she loved this, the chaos, the exhaustion, the edge of collapse. She served an ace. Then, in the very next point, she delivered a breathtaking inside-out forehand that froze Uchijima mid-step. "Vamos!" she screamed, a nod to her Spanish Academy roots. The final game arrived at 5-4. Alex serving for the match. 2 match points came and went. The crowd held its breath. Then, on the third, a rally that seemed to last an eternity. Alex charged the net, catching Uchijima off guard. With one fearless swing, she carved a backhand volley winner into the open court. Game. Set. Match. Eala. The Filipino fans erupted. The flag waved like a flame in the stands. Alex dropped to her knees, head tilted back, eyes closed, not in arrogance but gratitude. The quiet victory. In the locker room afterward, Alex sat silently, a towel draped over her shoulders. Her phone buzzed endlessly. Messages from Manila, from Rafa Nadal Academy, from her parents in Taguig. Her father's message stood out. "No rest, Anik, but your spirit shines brighter every time." She smiled through the exhaustion. It wasn't the biggest title of her career. It wasn't even a main draw win yet. But this victory mattered. It symbolized resilience, persistence, and the unshakable heart of a young woman who refused to let travel, fatigue, or fear write her story. Tomorrow, another mountain awaited, another match, another city. But tonight, as the Wuhan skyline shimmered outside her hotel window, Alex allowed herself one moment of peace. The larger picture. For the Philippines, Alex Eala's journey had become something larger than tennis. She wasn't just a player, she was a movement, a symbol of what could happen when courage met opportunity. Her climb from the ITF juniors to the brink of WTA main draws wasn't luck. It was a decade of discipline, sacrifice, and relentless belief. The unwritten story. Somewhere above the clouds, as the plane cut to the dawn sky, Alex looked out the window again, the same way she had 2 nights before. This time, though, there was no fatigue in her eyes, only purpose. Wuhan was just another chapter in the story of a hero who refused to wait for the perfect moment. Because real heroes, the ones who inspire nations, don't rest. They rise, play, and fight again. Airplane collision, no rest of the hero. Alex Eala, the pride of the Philippines. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.